Hey everyone, my name is Ankur Upadhyay and welcome to the Ankur Code. And we will continue with Jetpack Compose with Android. So in this section, we are going to cover about the lazy row, lazy column, basic of state handling into the Jetpack Compose, scaffold, toolbar, bottom navigation, and I will give you some homework so you can practice your knowledge. So in this particular video, we are going to just learn about the lazy row and the lazy column, and we are going to very slow so you can practice and learn deep down. So welcome to the Hogwarts guys, and Professor Ankur Upadhyay will teach you about the Jetpack Compose. And in today's video, we are going to cover lazy row and the lazy column. So what is lazy thing? Because we already know about the row and the column. So what is row and the column? Suppose we have the multiple items and I want to arrange them all into the vertical manner. We can use the column. And if I want to set the multiple items into the horizontal manner, then we can use the row. So that's a very simple thing. So why we need the lazy row and column thing. And if you don't know about the row and column and you want to know more about it, so you can watch my previous video. And if you don't, you can understand in this video as well. So let's see with an example. So suppose I want to create this screen. Okay. So what I have to do? So we get some data from the APIs. Okay. And suppose I'm using, because it's vertical data, that's why I have to use a column. So suppose I want to set the column. So what I have to do? I have to create a loop and set the text view and the data over this loop. So what it do? It will create a whole new UI for each and every item. Suppose we get the 1000 data from the API, so it will create the 1000 UI for us, and which will take space into the RAM. And because of this, the if our data will go further like 10,000 data, so we can get the ANR because we already created the 10,000 UIs. So as the same like the recycler view in the view system, we have the lazy row and the lazy column, but in a very simple manner. So what they do actually, in place of creating the number of UIs we available, like we have the 1000 UIs, so uh, it will create the UI based upon our screen. So suppose in that screen, I'm only able to visible 12 to 13 or 15 items most of. So it will take 2 or 3 extra. So it will create only uh, view for those items that are properly displayed to the UI. And for the other data, it will recycle the UI. It will reuse the same UI again and again for the multiple data. So it enhances our performance. That's why we use lazy row and the lazy column. For that, because we also want to create UI by ourselves. So that's why I just create a this card thing, and then we are going to create the lazy row and the lazy column. So for creating the composable function, we have to use the annotation called composable and use song item. And in this song item, what I have to do? First, we have the card. Okay, so I'm just use the card. In that card, we have some space, from this position to this position. So we can use the padding, and from the bottom we have some space. So basically, in place of giving start or end, we can use the horizontally and vertically thing. So use the modifier and add padding. So give some horizontal padding, which is 12 dp, and some vertical padding, which is 4 dp. So I hope you understand this thing. And also we have the white card. So that's why add some color to the card. So add the color card defaults dot card color and color dot white. After this, as you can see, there is some elevation. Like you can see the shadow over there. So for adding the shadow, we have to use elevation. That card default, card elevation. add some ATP. Okay, after this, uh, there is some shape. Okay, there is some curve over this. So for adding this curve, we have to use the shape. So for use the shape, I have to use rounded corner shape, and I'll just give the 16 dp rounded. Okay, and after that, because we have some row, because we have to add some icon and then the name. So we have row and the column, and in the row, let give some padding as well. Modifier dot padding. So I'm just give it as 12 dp, and also because it already take the full space. Okay, so we have to use the fill width, maximum width. Okay, right now I have to add some icon over there. So I just use the icon and use play button, and for that I use the default icon class, and in that I'm just use the play arrow, and I want some give some space between the text and the button, so I'm use the padding. So for the padding I'm use the modifier, and the modifier I can some end padding. So for the end padding I'm use the 8 dp, and also I want to give fixed size for the image. So I'm use the 32 dp, so it will not uh, change over time. So let's see the preview. Is it working fine or not? So as you can see, we have done with our button, and add some text from over this position. So for currently I'm use the sample test. So use, so what is the best practice? I can use the song, and in that song I have to add, go to the song class. We have the song name, artist name, and category. So the song name will be our song name. Then we have artist, and then we have the category. And why it shows some error? Okay, because I'm just giving the type issue. So okay, and the category is category. So I'm just use the song dot name and add some style over this. Okay, for that we have some material theme, and add a title small, and I want to give some more styling, so just use the copy of that, and align the weight, font weight. Okay, semi bold, it's looks like the semi bold, and the font size will be 16 sp. Okay, after that add text for the artist. So this is the artist, and we have artist into the gray color, so add some color dot gray, and after this have some style over there. Materials theme dot typography dot body small. Okay, so it automatically cited, and after that because I want to um, make this button into center, so that's why we have some arrangements in the alignments. So arrangement is nothing but to set data. So because it's a row, that's why we have to set the alignment. So use the vertical alignment center vertically. So as you can see, all the items will be centrally located vertically. So currently I've done with this card. So let's create song list, add some composable function and my playlist. And in that playlist, I want to set this all songs and this song class. So we already have some data into the song. Okay, so we just use a lazy column and it has a property called items. Into the items, it will use the and make sure when we select the item, so there's some list thing. Okay, otherwise it can show some error. So just use the songs and use this song and use this song item, and into this song item I just pass this song and remove this preview from this position and add over this position. Right now, as you can see, our lazy row lazy column will be set. Okay, so this is used to create the vertical list, and if I want to use the horizontal list, so we can use the lazy row as well. This is based upon our conditions. Okay, and there is some arrangement and alignments. Arrangement is nothing but how we arrange the items and align how much the space between the children's and all these things. So I want to give some space, so I use the vertical arrangement and arrangement dot space. Just use the 8dp. As you can see, there is some space, and you can see there's some icon color. So for giving the icon color, I going to use the color to the icon. So we have the tint property into the icon. In that we can set the color and add the color. So as you can see, it's some indigo color, and for the header we need this. So we don't have any header right now because we have some devotional category, Bollywood category and all, and in this we just showing all the song name and their artist name. So how can we get the category wise? So in the Kotlin we have the property called group by. So in this group by, we are going to just use list and group by property, and whatever, if we want to group by name, artist, or anything we want. So currently I need to create a category wise. So it will return a map, which is a string, is nothing but the category name and the list of the songs. So we can use it very easily. So for that we have an item. So for header, we use item, and if we want to set the list, we use items. We are use we can use the so first we need this category list. So songs by category, and we have the function called get songs by category. And in this songs by category, we get all the categories and list of the songs, and name it as category. And if we use brackets, so it will be best practice. So just remove these items from this and add into this. So nothing will change, but right now I need a category, and for the category I have to add this item into this map. Okay, because in that we have the category. So we just use the category name. So you can see devotional, Bollywood, and all the categories and the names will become. And let's style something. So add some padding. For that we have to add modifier to add padding. So just padding from the start, which is 16 dp. from the top, which is again 16 dp, and for the bottom I just give 8 dp. Okay, and add some styling over there to use some style. So material theme dot typography dot title medium, make a copy, and in that I just use some weight, bold, font size be the 18 sp, and add some color, which is this is header color. You can use the same black color as well, but for some how to change the color, and use this color. Okay, as you can see, that's how can we create this UI using the lazy row and the lazy column. And you can practice multiple list. You can create the user list. You can create and then categorize by the date they are created. And I will provide all the code into the GitHub link. But first, I will you should try by yourself so you learn in a better way. And this is the first part of this video. And in the next part, we are going to cover about these states. And what I want that you learn all these things very deeply, so you never forget all these things. That's why I create going very slowly. So thank you so much for today's video. And if you have any suggestions and all things, please give me into the comments, and hit a like button if you like this video, and subscribe it if you want to learn more about this Jetpack Compose thing. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great day.